Here in Solano County, people told by PG&E of potential power outages due to the risk with high wind. But people took it upon themselves to ensure nothing could get in the way of voting. Gusting through the hills between Fairfield and Vacaville, Solano County keeping a watchful eye on what PG&E plans to do if public safety power shutoffs sweep through the region. We spoke with Assistant Registrar of Voters John Gardner on the one location in Vacaville his team has an eye on, the semi-remote Moose Lodge on Gibson Canyon Road.
PG&E estimates the power would go out at 7 p.m. Tonight, and that leaves just 1 hour of voting, maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours for our poll workers to pack things up. So that's kind of our guesstimate as to how much power we would need.
The 70 Solano County voting locations, regardless if they would be affected or not, have 4-hour battery power supplies to keep all systems running. The county also sending out generators to polling locations near areas potentially affected by PG&E.
If this is the only location that's affected, we might as well have as many resources there as possible.
We arrived to the potentially impacted location to find not 1 or 2, but 3 generators outside, some supplied by people like Justin Pendergraft.
Obviously, with the terrains of the United States right now, everybody needs to have their voice heard.
Hooking this up before the sun rose.
We had gotten a text message from PG&E saying that they are going to shut power off possibly, and I didn't want them to shut it off at the election site, so I went and rented a generator from Action Rents and set it up this morning at 6 a.m. so that the building had power all day.
Polling locations across Solano County closing at 8 o'clock. And even with a line out the door, those working the polls are typically out of the building with all equipment and ballots secured within an hour of the last voter.
Voting continues. We have a lot of redundant systems in place to always make sure ballots can get counted if you're an eligible voter and you are not going to get turned away from any locations.
In Solano County, Aaron Heft, KCRA 3 News.
So at this point, PG&E expects to start those public safety power shutoffs, those PSPSs, later tonight, but no earlier than 7 o'clock.
Well, it has been a busy day at the polls across California with just under 4 hours to go for people to get in line to cast their vote. Take a look at this. This was over the Martha Riley Community Library in Roseville. This is from earlier this afternoon from Live Copter 3, and you can see the long line of people waiting to cast their ballots, brought to you exclusively from Live Copter 3, but that line went all the way around the building. A reminder that if you are in line when the polls close at 8 p.m., you will still be able to vote. Just make sure you get in line. More than 83 million ballots across the country were cast during early voting and by mail. Here in California, more than 8 million ballots were returned before today. That makes up for more than 26% of the state's voting population.
All right, how about a live look here? This is the Lodi Grape Festival grounds in Lodi, where an official ballot drop box is set up. And all day we've been seeing pulling up to drop their ballots off. Things look pretty easy going there. You can watch live streams of any of the San Joaquin County ballot drop boxes. Those boxes, by the way, will be locked at 8 tonight. Well, polling places in San Joaquin County have been busy, as you might expect, and inspectors say this is one of the biggest turnouts that they've seen.
KCRA 3's Peyton Headley is live in Lodi for us. And Peyton, how are things looking where you're located?
So far, so good. Right now, we are at the Grace Presbyterian Church in Lodi, and the inspector at this particular polling place says they have had a busy day. They had lines starting at 7 a.m. It's been a pretty constant flow of people ever since then. You can see there's a decent amount of people here right now making sure they are casting their votes. So there's a few different options for voters here. If you filled out your ballot at home, you can drop it in the drop box. You can see it in the back, that black box with the official ballots writing on it. And we've seen some people who have filled out their ballot at home, but they want to see it physically counted. So they pull it out of the envelope and stick it in the machine for it to be scanned. Otherwise, you can check in right here, fill out your ballot, and cast your ballot as well. So this is video from earlier this afternoon with people coming through and casting their votes. This polling place actually had more ballots delivered. They say they were nervous they were going to run out, and that is because this is one of the biggest turnouts that they have ever seen here. We talked to a few voters a little bit earlier about why they chose to come out. Here's what they had to say.
I love to vote. I think we live in a wonderful, place that we're so able to vote, and it's kind of like a duty, but it's fun and a pleasure too.
I think it's very vital to vote for the country and for the president, for the election. I think the economy is not doing too well. the national debt is increasing, so we need a strong leader to lower the debt or do something about it.
It's very important to make decisions for your country, you know, take ownership of what we are and who we are, and be able to hopefully make the right decisions to help our country.
And something that's been cool to see is that a lot of people have been bringing their kids out with them while they cast their ballot. They say it's important for them to see the process, and then they too get some future voter stickers. But the clerks here are expecting a rush once people get out at 5. But again, they'll have 3 hours until the polls close.
All right, Peyton, thank you. Voters in Sacramento will decide a number of issues, including the city's next mayor. Young people are turning out in droves at Sacramento State to make sure their voices are heard. Yeah,
KCRA 3's Leanne Denier is standing by live. She's at a location there on campus at Sac State. And boy, the line's still behind you. It's been a large turnout, right?
Oh yeah, you haven't even seen most of the line yet. So the voting is actually taking place within the suite here, but I want to show you this. You can see the line actually makes its way all the way down this hallway, wraps around, and then continues around the corner. I was just talking with a couple of students. How long have you two been waiting?
I've been waiting for about like 30 minutes now, and they said the wait's about 2 to 2.5 hours long.
Yeah, what about you?
Same amount of time, 30 minutes, 2.5 wait.
All right, well, yeah, let's show you a little bit more of this line because it does just continue to wrap all the way down the hall here. I'm going to let Alan, our photographer, go ahead just to give you a sense of what it looks like. Oh, wow, that's the first time we've been able to see the end of this one. The inspector here tells us that this is some of the longest lines he's ever seen, and he does expect that these lines will continue to grow throughout the day. Like I mentioned, the bulk of the voters here are students. We even got to talk to some first-time voters who say they were more than willing to wait it out to participate in this election. The Vote Center inspector told us this, again, is some of the biggest turnout, biggest lines he's seen in the time he can remember working in elections.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's very positive to see so many young people interested and engaged in the election process. It's fantastic. It's really heartening. It really is.
And you don't have to be a student to vote here at the Vote Center at Sacramento State. However, the inspector does estimate that these lines will continue to be in place, will continue to grow, and he does expect that the lines will be shorter elsewhere. But like we've told you throughout the lead up to this election, as long as you're in line by 8 o'clock, you are able to cast your vote. And the inspector says he does expect that they will be here once those polls close, as this line is in place and people are still waiting to make sure that their vote can be counted. At Sac State, Leanne Denier, KCRA 3 News.
Yeah, it's just a good reminder. Thank you, Leanne. We want to remind you of some important programming changes. NBC News' coverage of election night starts at 5 and continues until 8 o'clock tonight. And then at 8, right when the polls close here on the West Coast, our local coverage will pick back up. We'll bring you those early voting numbers on both KCRA 3 and My 58 until 9. National coverage begins again at 9, but our team will continue following races and the candidates on My 58 until 11 o'clock tonight. And then the KCRA 3 News will be on from 11 until midnight.